All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another recap video. Today we had a crazy one, INTS. This one popped up from 4 to 12 or 4 to 15, $4 all the way up to $15 a share, and pulling back a little bit too far off the highs here for my liking. Actually, I was kind of reviewing this one during the pre-market pump. Yes, pre-market pump is a live stream we do every single day between 8:30 and 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Hope to see you guys there. For those of you guys who were there, yeah, you guys heard me talking about INTS. This was definitely one of the ones to keep on watch, but I didn't really like it because it was just so far off the high, and it definitely felt like it did have a tendency to be a little bit choppy just because of the overhead resistance. You know, whenever we see something pull away from the highs too much or pull down from the highs too much, you have a tendency to get a lot of false breakouts just because you have any longs who are stuck, you know, dumping, trying to get out for break even or for a small loss, and you have also shorts adding to their position as well. So definitely contributed to the choppiness that we saw in INTS, which is pretty much one of the only stocks that were really moving today. I was happy enough to walk away with this stock up about $100. I'm up about $100 here on INTS. Yeah, I mean, not too bad. I was trading this thing anywhere between 50 shares and 200 shares, and I think I got some pretty decent trades and a lot of small red trades as well. But I was able to kind of pull out some decent gains relative to my share size on this stock. So I'm very happy with that. This one was a really tough one to trade. So if you were red, you know, don't feel bad. Don't beat yourself up. This was definitely a very tricky stock. Near the highs, it was rough. The spreads were rough. The dips were rough. Pretty much all around. It was really rough to trade. We can take a look at the statistics before we go into the live trading archives, but take a look here. I think my accuracy was around 50, something a little over 50%, so 52% accuracy, so kind of a little bit on the lighter side. I like to see it around 55 or 60% average risk to reward. It was about 1.5 to 1 or 1 to 1.5. And so that's pretty decent. Decent statistics. Profit margin about a 1.35 or 35% profit margin. But I just never really sized today. You know, taking 500 or to 1,000 shares because I didn't really feel like the market was really. I wanted to wait for the market to give me something first before I sized up. And I didn't really feel like INTS, even though I was having green trades, I didn't really feel like it really proved itself that it was strong for me to really size up. So that's why I didn't. But, you know, happy to walk away with $100 in my pockets. A little bit of wallet padding for the weekend. So, you know, I'm okay with that, you know, with that green day today. We can pull up the archives and go through the archive. Hope everyone got green today, or at least at minimum small red. So here, let's pull back INTS here. So at the open, you know, I see this bearish, kind of like bear flag consolidation underneath VWAP. This is bearish. Like, I'm thinking this is going down, but what I was anticipating was a flush down through 850, a flush down to maybe 790 or even low 8s, buying that pullback, anticipating the dip and the rip pattern up for the retest of VWAP. That's what I was anticipating on this one. That's why you can kind of see me being a little hesitant buying into this first green candle at the open. So there's my one share, you know, testing my one share just to make sure the fills are nice and fine, nice and clean, nice and quick. And it seems like the fills are fine as far as speed. Accuracy of fills Maybe not so much, but nothing really we can do about that other than not trade it. So we're kind of popping up here a little bit. I'm really still anticipating that flush down. I was really anticipating that flush down, catch the flush with the curl back up. But we don't quite get that. And this stock is trading it seems to be trading, it's moving fast. You know, it's definitely moving fast. It opened up around $8.50. We're now up at $10. So we're definitely moving fast, even though the candles looks very slow, very small. That's actually a very huge range, a very huge range. It's just on a relative basis, since it moved from $4 up to $15. That daily range, the daily candle range is huge, so that's why it makes these candles look so small, but they're actually really big. Here is a panic flush. So this may not seem like a big pullback, but this is an extended pullback. Like this pullback like over $1 a share. So this is a panic dip buy. And so I do get in here for about 100 shares, in at 04, out at 18. So it was a decent trade there. We did get a little bit higher, but you know, it is what it is. Took my green there pretty quick. And then what do we do here? I think I bump it up to 200 now. So I'm in 200 shares at 01 and selling at 01. So pretty much flat right there. And I'm trying to see where the direction of the stock is going here. So we reclaim 9. I'm in at 9.11. I want to see it start reclaiming this candle. And I start scaling out here as it starts to kind of reclaim that candle. It is struggling a little bit. But I was able to get some small green on that one as well, about maybe 10 cents or so. Slowly reclaiming that candle again. Now this starts to be more of like a bullish pattern here whenever we're engulfing this red candle here in a full body candle, especially if we close up near the topping tail. So I'm in there. I was in there at 47 on that micro pullback. In there at a micro pullback underneath VWAP, and then I think I sold at 60s. So there, pullback quick, got in there. See that quick pullback there at 47, got in, 47 out at 61 and 55. So another decent trade there, another base hit. So a lot of those trades kind of just adding up to that $100 day today. I did get faked out on this breakout. You know, I'm really anticipating this break at 10 here. What I didn't see was all those sellers at 10, but you know, that's not really that big of a seller. And we break out, but I sell before the breakout. There was a quick fake out right before the break at 10, and I fell for it. And here's another panic dip buy. So we're coming down, and look at this range. This was topped out at 1040. Now we're at 930. So over another $1 a share flush. This is a massive, massive pullback. And there I am, got in at nice, right at the low of that candle there. Let's watch that again. That was a really good, this is probably my best trade of the day, 200 shares. So there's break even. Now I got in there at 200 shares at 27. We're already showing 30 on the bid. And then I'm out at 65, 27 to 65. That was my best trade of the day. Wow, that was like an $80 trade right there. So that pretty much made my profit on the day. So really nice. And that's that kind of like that buying the flush, you know, just having faith in buying a full-bodied red candle coming down and hoping that it bounces back up because it's extended. You know, sometimes it's going to flush right back down, like flush straight down. I'm just going to be catching a falling knife. But when you're trading such like a range, like when you're range trading, you know, that's just what you have to do. You just have to have faith in that pullback or in that flush that it's not going to go down lower. And it was a little bit on support there as well. You had some support at the 9 EMA. So now we're creeping up to reclaim this candle now. So I'm thinking, okay, this is good news. This is looking good. But, you know, anytime I'm buying high and looking to sell higher, it just does not seem to work in this stock. The stock does not respond well to buy high, sell higher. So I pretty much missed out on all that. I buy a quick micro pullback for continuation, sell for pretty much break even, small gain there. There I got a really lucky fill. That was just a lucky fill on the spread there. I just bought at 20 and sold at 29. But I was trying to buy that micro pullback here and looking for an explosion through 1050. But it's not that type of stock. And I didn't really realize this was not this type of stock until about 10 minutes in. The stock really only responded well on the panic dips or the extended dips. Here you had some support here, but it's still kind of now getting extended. And don't forget, we have all that overhead resistance from pre-market. I don't think I trade any of that. And this is where I start to get a little sloppy. So I buy that dip there. In at 28 out of 24, in at 28 out of 24, so small loss there. Even though it was a decent entry, in at 25 out of 22, so we don't really quite get that pop. Now I'm in at 38 out of 32. This is getting sloppy. So this is getting a little sloppy here. There's another entry there at 15 out of 05, so just a little bit too early. We're sort of getting that 5-minute dip now. That could have been a decent entry there, but after taking those losses, I was a little bit, I was waiting for a bigger dip because it looked like my timing has been off. Then we finally got that real dip there, and I don't think I got any decent trades on that. But the good trade would be down right, boom, right there. I think I got in there no, I was selling. So I mistimed that dip as well. Got in there at 60 and out at 69. So 9 cents, another base hit. But kind of just one step forward, one step back. This is a very, very tough ticker. Very tough ticker. So another, scratch, 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 scratch. And then you have that false breakout there. Then you have a dip lower. I was waiting for here, after that false breakout, I was looking for a break of support, but we didn't quite get that break of 950 below. I was looking for maybe low 9s to get in, but we didn't quite get that, so I missed that dip. And here is the big false breakout on the day here on INTS. So we pop up. I want to get in on a micro pullback. I see volume coming in, so I get in there at 1013. Selling there at 1023, so another 10 cents there. Quick micro pullback back in, looking for that move up to 1050. Got in at 30 out of 28, so break even. Now we're moving up. Now I need to get in on a micro pullback here, which is going to go without me. So in at 1060. This is a strategy where I am buying high and selling higher, and it's not working. In at 66 out at 61. It's just not this stock. This is not the right stock. And we're making new highs here on high volume. We just made like a $1.50 move there in one candle. So I'm thinking it's strong. I'm thinking we're going. I'm thinking next stop, moon. And we pull back halfway. And I think I do take a starter position to look to reclaim this candle. Or no, I don't. I let this one go without me. We hesitate there. That would have been a decent dip. So after we see a false breakout like that, I want to see break of support here. I want to see break of support and then enter on the panic. This is a panic. Everyone selling right here below support is panic. It's bulls that are trapped. And so I get in here at, boom, right there at 940, selling at 57. So that was a 14-cent trade. So very decent trade there. So, now, performing on these micro dips on this stock were tricky, but now I need to do it on some size. I need to bump it up 500 shares minimum, 1,000 shares on the really good ones, and I could have been up 500 to 1,000, but I'll get another opportunity on Monday. Today, I didn't feel like I was ready to really size on this because it didn't really give me an indication. I didn't know how it was trading. I was a little bit confused, with how it was not holding the highs, That was a little bit, you know, like, maybe it's best to keep my risk low today, just because of how volatile it is, and also the fills are not very reliable, and the breakouts are not reliable, and it's so far off the pre-market high. So it's not really one of my bread and butter setups. My bread and butter setup is breaking out into new highs. So we also did get a quick, nice dip there. It's a nice trade. 86 out at 10 flat, so 14 cents. So kind of just a luckier fill there, actually. MLGO. I tried trading MLGO. This thing was just a mess. And I think that was it. I don't think I traded much anymore. Yeah. Yeah, here's this move here. Yeah, here was this move. I thought this was also going to be the spot where it's going next stop moon, but we don't got a next stop moon here. This is going to reject super hard. But yeah, I was like, all right, got to get in. Got to get in. This is a stupid trade there. I got lucky in at 79 out at 85. I got lucky there. I was buying high, selling higher, and it was just not working on this ticker. So I got lucky on that exit. I'm waiting for a dip. And we do get the dip. I don't think I do not capitalize on it. This is probably the best opportunity of the day. Right here. Ready? Watch this dip. About to halt at 11. Ready? Watch this swipe. It's going to swipe. And there she goes. Now she's swiping down for the dip. Let's see how far the dip comes down. Boom. All the way down to 1050. Okay. A little bit patient. And watch this dip. This is a beautiful dip. Boom, I'm in 1036 out at 1061. That was probably my second best trade there. 30 cents a share. Only 50 shares though. 50 shares. It's all right. Practice makes perfect. Practice breeds confidence. Monday is another opportunity to really put the pedal to the metal. Now I start butchering. In at 54, out at 54. In at 42, out at 44. Dip. In at 20, in at 26, out at 21 and 14. In at 16, out at 06. 2 losses right there, back to back. Even though that was a great dip. Should have held that damn dip. I was having fills there at 1006. I was having fills at, 1016. 1016 I was having fills at. Now we're at 1039. We're about to break through 11. There's an easy, quick 3 cents there at 1039 to 1042. In at 41, out at 38 and 35. Not good there. Not good. In at 43, I'm butchering. This is at the point where I'm just like, what am I doing right now? And now we go, if you're holding off of that $10 mark, you're going to be up like $1.50 a share here. This is the best opportunity. Selling into that breakout as well. Like, oh my God. Here I butcher. Here I'm at 1092. Want the break of 11. That hesitation, that 1 minute hesitation, that 2 second hesitation, I sell for break even. But here we go with this. And watch this rejection. Don't fall for the FOMO, because look what happens here. This thing rejects. I don't think I trade after this. Yeah, I'm not trading this anymore. Yeah, that's it. So very tricky to trade. I understand, that I felt comfortable really sizing into this, because it was just like such a different type of stock that I would be, comfortable trading. It's like way far off the highs. It's super choppy, not near the highs. And I was working a strategy that wasn't really like buy high, sell higher. Usually I'm used to buying high and selling higher. This time I was really just straight up buying flushes. Like any extended red candle, I was buying the bottom. So any kind of like dollar a share drop on INTS, I was buying as it was dropping, not even before it forms the bottoming tail, I'm buying it and then looking to sell into the bottoming tail. And that's really how I got green on INTS. So that was the secret today for me with INTS, is just trading off of those lows, like literally on the flush, like full bodied red candle on the flushes, and just trusting that someone's going to be there to buy those shares with me. And that's how I was able to get profitable on this. And now I don't usually trade that strategy, but that was the only thing that was really working. Because look at all these topping tails. Crazy. So, I'm happy to have that tool in my arsenal. So when, I do get days like this, I can still get green trading the range, buying the dips and selling as it's sort of reclaiming, or, back to the mean, the reversion back to the mean. So, but that's it. Up 100, all right, I will take it. I'll take it and come back on Monday and look to get better. Study this weekend. I'm going to study this weekend. I'll look to get better. And for Monday, ready to capitalize on some opportunity. So hope to see you guys there on Monday for the pre-market pump. Hopefully you guys got green today. If you guys are still watching at this point, hit that thumbs up button. If you're a new subscriber, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.